So I think venture debt as an asset class has really a lot of opportunity and is finding its relevance and prominence in the UK. If you look at Europe as a region, it's second only to the US. The ratio of, let's say, VD to VC, which is venture debt to venture capital, in the last 3 years actually, has only gone up from 15 to 20 to 25. 25 to 30% range, right? So you're seeing a greater uptake of venture debt in the region. And if you were to define within Europe, which are the active markets which are seeing a large uptake of venture debt, I would say UK is really the front runner there. It definitely has, I would say, more than 25% of the European venture debt landscape. And that is creating a lot of value unlocking and concentration within that particular region. And if you were to delve down further within the UK, the lion's share, of course, is in London. And being the financial capital of the region, it ends up creating a lot of opportunity for us to then have an office over there. We have a team on the ground over there looking at identifying great use cases, exporting, as you heard in the panel before, the multitude of innovative structures that we've been able to do across 160 plus portfolio companies in India, and see application of those use cases in the startups over there. What's interesting there, Europe is a more fragmented market. Different regions have their own regulatory challenges. So therefore, that requires a more country-specific, nuanced approach. UK is obviously a favorite for debt lenders because it's a great regulatory environment to be in, and that bodes very well for entities such as us as well. Yeah. So. We are a sector agnostic fund. We would look at anything that we feel has merit and an established use case. Having said that, as you would have seen in the venture debt report, whether it is Southeast Asia, Middle East, GCC, that is India as well as Europe, fintech has clearly emerged as a clear front runner. But you're seeing disparities and changes there, where you're seeing clean tech and logistics coming up in the GCC region versus a lot of focus on consumer in India, and in the UK you're seeing clean tech and health tech as well. So there is a mixed bag that you're seeing, but yeah, fintech clearly seems to be the front runner. The reason you would also say, let's say in terms of use case, and as Yashpreet was also talking about previously in terms of expanded avenues for lending, within fintech there is a greater opportunity that we have identified in unlocking in certain use cases that you would have picked up, that even Fariha was mentioning in her discussion. There are startups where you've been able to do onward lending at certain fintechs. We are now exploring larger structures, whether it's asset-backed financing. So it ends up if you have the ability to find an underlying asset basis which you can provide more leverage to that particular company and take a larger exposure. Having said that, I guess AI is the latest buzzword. The idea is to identify its applicability. I consider it more as a horizontal, and seeing its applicability across different sectors, and where that will come into companies which are a little more mature, I would say growth stage, have obviously PMF, so these are not early companies, is something that's going to be interesting to watch.